Hello YouTube, this is an alcohol review of Bull and Bear Kentucky Bourbon Whiskey. According to the label, 40% alcohol by volume, 80 proof, 750 ml bottle. The back, in way too small print, states, with a history and heritage to be proud of. The term Bull and Bear is synonymous with the New York Stock Exchange, which was founded on the 17th May 1792. That's it. The typical government warnings and whatnot, but bottled in Olathe, Kansas. Those of you who are from that part of the world should get that little joke. And it is a little joke. This is take 2, so already been poured. Now, it tears up very nicely. It is a darker honey yellow, and the nose is lemony, caramelly, hints of stone fruit, with a brief smokiness to it. You can tell this is take 2, because I've already done this part once. Children. Anyways, back to where it was. So, good nose. Its look is a bit off. To me, I swear there is contamination. And that could be of 2 factors. Factor 1, they did not go through clarification well enough. Or just enough. And this is what you get. Number 2 is, this could be what they want. They wanted this. So either it's accidental and they screwed it up, or this is what they want. When you grab the regular bottle here, you can see there is a haze in it. Now, why would the haze be worth? Why would you want the haze in it? When it comes to beer, wine, mead, any other forms of brewing, and to make a whiskey and bourbon, you must go through a brewing process before distillation. The yeast haze gives a taste, a flavor. Oftentimes not wanted because it's a bit of a bitter, a little bit bitey. I try to clarify my meads as much as possible to get rid of that outside factor. But depending on the brewer, depending on the distiller, that just might be a factor they're looking for. So whenever you see a haze in it, and that's why we always kind of do the type of thing, understand that this may be on purpose. They like something about the haze that gives it the flavor profile they're looking for. Or they're lazy. Who knows? So do not turn your nose up if you see the haze. Just add that factor in. All right. Good nose. Not so good eye. Great legs. And this is a part that stops me on a dime. According to the label, it's 22 months. 22 months, in my humble, snooty opinion, is a bourbon still in diapers. Yes, there are some outliers in which a bourbon under 2 years, much like this one here, is really good. Or just good. Most are not good. They're bitey. They're burny. They're it's too youthful, and thus the sharp edges attack the tongue, attack the palate. They give you a long hang time that doesn't need to be that long, and is due to the fact it's too young. It needs to age. The problem is, if you look at it outside of taste, aging is expensive. You have to put in large barrels. You have to put them in a contained area where you can roughly regulate the temperature control all year round. The heat of the summer, the coolness of the winter, you must find a stable so the temperature swings do not disrupt the flavor profile as it ages. Well, to have the barrels, or have your spirit in barrels, in barns or caves or wherever you want to put it, it's not on the shelf to be sold, which means you're not getting any money for your efforts. So you want to get it out onto market as fast as possible, but time, youth is against you. So too fast ruins it. The longer it stays on the shelf, you can crank up the price. But remember, that price comes with a price, in that it needed to sit in the barrels longer, in the barns, not in a bottle on a shelf waiting to be purchased. And that, of course, you're trying to make up for that time loss. Thus the increase in price. Not necessarily it's a better flavor, but because it sat longer somewhere else, costing money rather than producing money. This sucker's 22 months old. That means it'll be bitey and burny too young. It needs to be 5 years or more, in my opinion. 5 years or more to start earning its potential. Start falling into its potential. It's just a baby in diapers if it's inside 2 years. This, there is no burn. There is no bite. The bitter of the alcohol hardly there. You get a flip in the profile. In the nose tells you there's a lot of caramel, honey. I forgot to mention the honey. Caramel, honey, lemon, orange zest, fruitiness into it, stone fruit. All right, but it's predominantly of the fruit, the light fruits, the lemons, the oranges, that sort of thing. When you taste it, it flips. The caramel comes out. The bitter stone fruit comes out. The orange rind comes out. Laying in the bottom is the lemon and the regular orange. It's compared to many bourbons I've had, it's good. Compared to the cheap bourbons that I've had, and this sucker falls into the cheap range. The cheap bourbons I've had, it's very good. To bourbons that are youthful, inside 5 years, it's outstanding. Absolutely outstanding. Now, I've had better, but that list of bourbons that are better than this stuff is awfully short. I am amazed. I expected bite and burn and just enough to go, it's worth trying. Worth the cost of admission, you know. I don't want to be the guy taking away sales from these poor people who slopped this into a bottle. But this is outstanding. Considering the cost, considering how youthful it is, considering the cheap wannabe packaging they have on it. Yeah, I would put it in my top 5, top 10, top 5, somewhere around in there of the year that I've had. If I did a top 10 list, this would be on it. And I hate to give such high praise as out of the blue. Oh, he's just no. Actually, try it. It's shockingly good for as bad of a company that it keeps. It's shockingly good. This is Baron Bull Kentucky Bourbon Whiskey out of Olathe, out of the Heartland. Any comments down below about this? Please, warmly accepted. Or better yet, go out, buy it, try it, and review it, and let's see your comments on this stuff to the rest of the YouTube spirit community, and we'll see what your opinion is. I'm just stunned. Until next time, keep on drinking.